large descending aorta, thoracic aorta. We'll get to that in a minute. Coming up the top, this one right here, that's the brachiocephalic artery. So you remember the heart model, we vaguely kind of touched on that. That's the brachiocephalic artery. And it's going to break, if you see it branches 3 times right here. 1, 2, 3. The left one goes off into your, his right one. It's going to go off into his right arm. That's the right subclavian. Subclavian goes under the clavicle to your arm, so subclavian. Alright, this one is the, we're just going to say carotid artery. I'm not going to ask you about right or left too much, but this is one of the cases that I would like right or left. Alright, okay, that was confusing. So, right coronary, I need water. Right carotid artery, left carotid artery. Go back down here. So, this is supposed to go off into the left arm, but somebody, we're not going to name names, broke it. It was me. So just pretend this goes off into the left arm. That's the left subclavian. And if you notice, it comes right off of the aorta. And have you ever heard when you have a heart attack, your left arm goes numb first? That's why, because it comes right off of that aorta. And it's the first kind of like obvious sign. The rest of them have a little further to go. So they'll follow soon, but that left one's going to go first. So, left subclavian. Alright, back to the thoracic aorta. So in your thorax, you remember the chambers? Thoracic aorta, it's got all these little bitty tiny arteries coming off the side. Those are intercostal arteries. They're going to feed the intercostal muscles. So intercostal arteries. Aorta comes down, it passes across the diaphragm, which was like right here. Kind of see what's left of it. And it turns into the abdominal aorta. So all the rest of this is abdominal aorta. Branch-offs of the abdominal aorta, we got this one right here. It's going to go up to the stomach and the liver. That's the celiac artery. And then this one right here is the superior mesenteric artery. Abdominal aorta. Renal artery. Left and right. Remember, it's always his left and right. Abdominal aorta. Surprise pins. That would hurt. Abdominal aorta. Okay. Down around the hips, which makes sense. It has another little branching. Iliac. At your hips, you have the iliac artery. So this one right here, that's your iliac artery. And it's going to go up into the leg to the femoral artery, just like your femur. Femoral artery. Yeah. Alright, to the veins. Veins are pretty easy. I like them. This one's easy to see, too. So, we talked about this on the heart, too. Superior vena cava comes up, and it branches off like that. This is the brachiocephalic vein. This is the right brachiocephalic vein, left brachiocephalic vein. Then it first branches brachiocephalic. It's going to break off 2 more times. Right subclavian, right jugular. We're just going to go with jugular. The paper has common and internal or whatever. It's just jugular for me. It's going to go up into the neck. Same thing with this one. This is the left subclavian, jugular. Alright. Back down here, you got this little guy coming off, right off of the superior vena cava. That's the azygous vein, or the azygous vein. It's going to go down and drain all your rib muscles. So it kind of serves the same purpose, but it's taking the blood from those muscles back to the heart to get more oxygen from the lungs. Alright. Out of the bottom of the heart, you have this big guy right here. That's the inferior vena cava. And it's going to go down through the liver. It gets a little confusing with the hepatic vein, but we're just going to say that these are the hepatic veins, and interior there is the hepatic portal vein. I can't really get to it, so don't worry about hepatic portal vein. That should help a little. Alright, this is all inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava. Right renal vein, left renal vein, inferior vena cava again. It branches right there. Bam, bam. Iliac vein, femoral vein. That's it.
Which one's external?